So like I said, I'm going to continue this video where I left it off from Brainy I Strip. So just don't forget, leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and see you guys at the end of the video. Alright, so yeah, like I said, this is easy. You see, says press R on the block and come in light and heavy attacks. So right there, also as well as you can block, you can also break out. When you get stunned, you can sit there and click R1, otherwise known as blocking, and it'll break you out. Because if you're stunned because someone hits you, within that time, you can't hit any powers using weapons. So you have to get out the stun first to continue using your powers or weapons. So it's just easier to know, like, to hit out of it, break out of that stun or whatever it is. And it does use power when you break out. So that green under the name you see in my top left corner, that's the health, and the blue is the power. So you can't run out of power, and if you don't have any power, you can't do breakouts and you can't use your powers. So now you see on the bottom right hand it says power point earned. Press options to open power trees menu. So for PlayStation 3, that would say press start. Alright, so when you have that PowerPoint, you just you press it, right, and it'll take you straight to the power trees. So all you gotta do is just pick a power. And iconic powers, they have a lot of irrelevant stuff that don't really matter, and so I don't recommend really purchasing anything in here. Like, all of these honestly are irrelevant, so don't purchase these. They don't need anything. But the only things that I would say you could possibly use would be these right here. These are helpful, very helpful. All these are literally iconic powers, so they're based off of Batman, Flash, Superman stuff. So I mean, if you want to use them for fun, yeah, but if you want to sit there and actually play to your role and put out damage so people don't kick you out of instances when you're playing, once you hit level 30 and you're going to do stuff like that, make sure if you are doing anything, get these. Like for DPS, these two right here are the most important ones to get usually, because they give you critical attack chances and damage, which means you'll put out more significantly more damage than usual. And then this is kind of just for hard lights. This is the only 3 I ever purchased. Sometimes these 2. And for the rest of these, I don't really think they're necessary. So for these, you can pick whichever ones you want, for the most part. And then once you hit level 30, you just look up a loadout for the best way to put out the most damage with your power. And I guess you can just respec to that, but for now, like once you're just leveling up, you can have whatever you want, use anything, it doesn't matter. Skills wise, alright, for your skills tree, focus all your skill points on weapons. The only time you'll ever buy anything in super speed or your movement mode period will just be this one right here. It's always gonna be right here for every movement. And it's just the way to be able to go faster with that whatever movement you have, or go the fastest. That's the only thing you ever need. Alright, so don't really waste your time buying anything else in here, because there's other things and skill points you need to focus on getting, and I'll explain how to use your skill points and everything at a later date, another video. But just know that you want to waste it all on stuff in here. And actually, I think I might just explain it real quick. Alright, just cause. So for your weapons, alright, when you buy all your combos and everything, right? Now, after you buy combos, you're gonna see the stats enhancements right here, right? So for each different role, there's different things you should spec into in here. But you want to sit there and get these, but only for the role and you're in. Like, so if you're in DPS, there's certain ones you want to get. See how it says precision, critical attack damage. If you're a DPS, that's some of the things you would want to get. Maybe some power too. So just kind of pay attention. Don't like just go buck wild crazy, like buy things that are going to be a necessity, or spend points that are going to be a necessity because you're not buying it. So spend points that are going to be a necessity to you and help you to put out more damage and help you do better. So don't waste it on anything else in super speed. Just waste it on power in here. And yeah, that's how you want to, you know, spend your skill points after that. After you got your powers, you come to loadouts, and right now, until you hit a certain level, I think the level might be 10, or it might be 10, maybe 12. It pops up with your other roles. So like for this, it would say tank and damage. So that way I can make a loadout for my tank and make a loadout for my damage. So if you click it, right, see there's 6 slots. Now in total you get 15 power points, so you can have 15 powers. So out of those 15 powers, you have 6 slots to put in 6 powers out of those 15. And that's why I say, when you know, spend whatever you want to do the most damage. Get supercharges. Supercharges usually do a good amount of damage. You know, and so spec however you want. And then once you hit level 30, look up a good loadout for your power and do that loadout instead. But until you get to level 30, you don't have to worry about that. Just kind of get whatever power you want. And then if you have, say, 7 powers, alright, and there's another power you want, you just click on the power, boom, you can switch the powers. You can scroll through. Alright, let's go on with the mission. There's only one other thing I really want to show you guys on this mission, because for the most part, everything else, there's nothing else I really have to teach you. No, 2 more things. That's another thing. See how it says apply that Cynthium shirt? Gear is very helpful. So whenever you get the gear, put it on. Oh, I forgot to lock my style.
Entire ship is connected to Brainiac. You have to keep moving.
So see, I can come here, boom, and then lock. So locking your style means that no matter what gear you put on, because with each piece of gear you get a style with it. And unless you have the style, it's gonna give you that style, and you'll forever have that style in this tab right here, the style tab. So you can lock your style so that way if you don't want your style ever to change because you really like it, you lock it so that way you can keep putting on gear and it won't change your style. But at any time there's something you got and you want to check out what it was, or any type of styles, you just come in here and you can click on whatever and it'll show you the different styles that you have for that, or for that specific option. So don't worry about that. And gear wise, okay, for leveling up, it's easy to do your gear, alright, because everything, even when you hit level 30 really, but just kind of, you gotta put a little effort in level 30, or a little bit of, it takes a little bit of understanding. But when you're leveling up 1 through 30, you just kind of go with whatever has the most pluses, because then that's what's going to allow you to do the most damage or take the most damage when you're in the healer or tank role or whatever. So you just do it like that. So the next thing I want to show you guys is interact with things like security consoles, or you know, people, different humans. You got quick, it'll say hold circle and you go up to it, and the same thing goes for if you're trying to break something. So like see, or throw an object. So see this, I can pick it up and then I can throw it at him and it breaks and it helps do damage. So like tap square throws and hold square breaks it in front of you. So that was like a little damage thing. See this one, show the flame, that's meaning damage. So if you throw this at somebody, it does damage, and that one shows the plus. So if you break that one or throw that one, see it does this blue, and it says +4 in green, and then if I use power it says +50, see in blue, +40 in blue. That means it's giving me power and health back. And then, oh, I already killed him, so I can't even do the barrels. But the other one, it would like explode, the red one, it'll explode and destroy people. It does good amount of damage, so only on low level, okay, only on low level, and not on the boss. will that do good damage. When you get to higher CR and higher missions, it's not gonna do anything. So you can only use them when you're doing like stuff like this, or you're leveling at 1 through 30 because you use it. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. And then this part right here, you should really pay attention to, because it's gonna explain to you how to some of the things you need for when you're like, you know, in any missions or doing PvP. So see, it says counter burning lunges to weaken them, and it says hold R when a block and counter melee attack. So when people are doing that, that's a lunge, or they holding melee, which is square. So when they're lunging, boom, hold them, it blocks them, and it stuns them, and sends them on the back, right? And so it does some damage. And that couple seconds, see, I can do like a good amount of damage while they're blocked and they're on the floor. I can do a good amount of damage to them. So it's a good thing for PvP, and just a good thing to know about for a tank role or just any roles. And this right here, that's hold triangle. So like when you're blocking like this, if he was to do that move, which it won't do it to me, I guess, but you'll see with the next person or the next thing of bots, see, like they're doing hold triangle, right? And I can knock them and stun them down again by breaking them out of that. If you're blocking and they're holding triangle, it'll block break you. Like, see how he's blocking right now, and I hold triangle, boom, it blocks breaks them. So now they can't block anymore. It does damage, it stuns them, and then again you can do a good amount of damage while they're stunned. Like, you can spam your powers, just hit a good amount of powers, combo, get a good amount of combos, and do quick damage. Same thing like I said earlier for skill points. So now you just click it, and if you click it whenever it's like that, it'll take you straight to the skill point area. Otherwise, you gotta do it yourself. You just go to one-handed or whatever your weapon is, and you just buy something. Alright, so that's all I wanted to say for now until I get to the last part of this mission. So I'm gonna just cut it here, and I'm gonna come back at the end of this mission. So this is where I wanted to continue. So for this part, right, it's gonna show up on the screen. I was gonna say something like look for the icons on objects or something like that, or the white circles on your mini map, right? So white circles on your mini map is showing you something you need to destroy, right? See, objects show as white dots on your mini map, and that electricity right there, that's telling you, oh, destroy this, because that big dude in the air right there, you can't touch him because he has a shield on, and basically the shield's generated by this. So until you destroy these, you can't touch them. And I saw my friends struggling to beat this because they didn't know to destroy this first. So I just figured I would just state that. And then now he's gonna come down, and I can hit him.
Yes, the gun is
And now let's say I'm gonna go, and actually I'm gonna be done with this character because I'm going to another character to explain to you guys everything else. So see you guys soon. Alright guys, getting to one of the last things we're going to talk about today in this video. We're going to talk about leveling up and some tips and tricks and how to level up the fastest way possible and get to level 30 the quickest way possible you can. Now, I know I already touched on how to get to your journal, see your missions, at least I'm pretty sure I did. If not, you just click start. If you're on PlayStation 3, there's the button that's in the middle of your controller on a PS2 controller, right above where, right next to the select button would be right above the PlayStation home button. Okay, so you guys click that, and you click it. If you're on PlayStation 4, it's options. Then you click L2 or R2, which are the bottom two buttons on the back of your controller. You look at it, it literally says R1, L1, L2, R2. Okay, so you know it just means left, right. It should be simple enough to get. You go to your journal, alright, it's the third one in from the left to the right, and you'll see it says sort by priority, alphabetical, level, location, type, and hidden. And it'll show you I stay in priority for the most part because it makes it easier to split up main missions and side missions and then everything else, so you know what you need to do, what you can do to help level up quicker, and then what's just there that you could do if you ever wanted to, because you get a lot of irrelevant missions in my opinion. Because if you ever look at my main character, I have like a good 40 missions just I've never done and I'm never going to do, because why would I? It doesn't do nothing for me. It's not helping me. It's just there, so it's just gonna stay there. So yeah, you just click X if it's not already on it, and you see the X, that means that you have made it active. It is your active mission. And then look at the bottom right hand of your corner, and if you haven't already, it'll tell you where to go. So it'll say you needed to go to another police station to talk to someone. It would tell you go to Metropolis to continue your mission still sometimes. So you have to pay attention, so you don't have to actually do that. You can skip over that stuff, because usually Oracle will tell you, or whoever is explaining you the mission will tell you where the person you need to talk to is and which police station and where to go. And a quick way to get to every police station without having to actually run there, if you don't hear them, just go outside and it'll tell you which mission to go or which police station to go to. You come right here to the teleportation hub, which is in every police station. And from here, which I don't think it'll let me access it, it's not. Okay, I guess I have to get a higher level. But once you are on the level, which right now you'll never have to go anywhere else, but if you were to have to go to another police station, you just come to the closest police station to you, and you can go to that teleportation hub. And when you hold circle on it to interact with it, it will pop up with the 3 wings that are in the watchtower, and then the 3 police stations that are in Metropolis, the 3 police stations that are in Gotham. So it's just a quick way to get around to each police station, and as well to each wing and the watchtower that you need to go to. So when it comes to leveling up, the easiest way and quickest way to level up from 1 to 30, which I guarantee you I can get you there. If you want me to help you, just add me, alright, and ask me to come help. But the quickest way to level up from 1 to 30 is to see what you can do about shutting this down. You make a group. So I'll see if I can invite people to my group. Alright, a lot of people are in the group, but yeah, you just make a group, and it makes it easier to do missions, because then there's people here doing it with you. Let me see if I can invite this guy. They're already in the group. Okay, most people are already in the group. Yeah, so you just kind of invite different people to your group, and then with the different people helping you, you're getting more of the mission done faster and quicker, and then it makes it easier to get through it.
Here's some background.
Boom, I'm done. I'm on to the next one.
Is a hyper-intelligent ape who hates humanity. He believes apes, meaning himself, should rule. As if Brainiac weren't bad enough.
Sorry, I just gotta change my
Troops are trapping civilians with Grodd's devolution devices.
I gotta change my camera.
Grodd's forces.
There it is. Alright, so I'm not sure what he's doing, but hopefully whoever you're playing with, they'll do it with you. They'll do the actual mission. Before I go ahead and do this mission right quick, if you saw right here, right, there's a little exclamation point, and I clicked it and it showed on like the left hand corner of what I'm supposed to do, right? And I clicked X, and that means I had now accepted that mission, and it's in my mission journal. So now I go to journal and see here's my main mission, and then this is the mission I just accepted. It's my side mission. So by doing both of these, I'm basically getting like double the XP, kind of. it just adds on extra XP, so you level up a lot quicker than you would just use, you know, main missions and go through. At the same time, you can still get a lot of missions, you know, and so you'll still level up pretty quickly, but it just makes it so you level up a lot quicker. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna do this mission right quick. Actually, I wanted to say something right quick. If you guys saw earlier, after I finished the mission, I leveled up. It said in the bottom right-hand corner, spend your skill point. So I just want to make sure you guys remember how to get to it. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened there. But, make sure you guys remember how to get to it. So again, just like you're going to your journal or your inventory or anything else, you click start to get to the little pause menu. And if you're not already on it, you're going to click L2 and R2, whichever one, until you get to the 5th one, which is the one I'm on right now. And you'll be like here, and then you go to skills, and then you can spend it on your skill points. These will be locked until like level 9, and then you can spend it on any of these. But I recommend getting all the combos and the weapon you're using right now. And then I also recommend getting critical attack damage, which a lot of people probably don't do, but I find it very helpful when they're leveling up, especially to do more damage to people. So like, you know, I always kind of expect critical attack, and then whatever power I am, if I need it, like if I'm precision based or might based, because it changes with each power, I'll get this if I need it. So yeah, now I'm gonna go on and do the mission. Alright, so I decided to cut the video real quick, just so you guys don't have to watch me go through the whole mission. But this is the last thing I have to do for my side mission. And as you guys see, I just leveled up again by doing just my side mission, and I haven't even turned to my main mission. And if you saw, it popped up, it said mark your victory and whatever else it was going to give me. And so now I'm going to turn to my main mission, and now see I'm closer to level 7, so instead of leveling up just once, I leveled up twice, and I'm almost level 7, instead of just being like level 5, and my next mission I'd probably be level 6. So it just makes it easier to level up quicker and faster, so I do recommend you guys to do it, and kind of do it, you know, make sure you always get the side mission and do it, alright? And so for any mission that seems kind of confusing, that's another reason why you should always try to get a group member. And if you also can, by the way, if you know anyone or any friends that play the game, or you meet people in the game that are helpful, or you can shout it out in the chat, you know, and ask someone who wants to help you level up your character. Find someone who's like really high level that can just run through this. Like they're already level 30, they're high level 30, and they can run through like every one of your missions all the way to level 30 without ever dying, like barely using any powers, and you have no worries. They can do everything for you. If you have that, it'll make it a lot easier to kind of run through everything, and also make it go along quicker. So that's just another like little tip to kind of help you guys get through everything quicker. But I know like a lot of people don't usually like to help, so that's why I said you're gonna have to find someone who does. Otherwise than that, if you can't figure out something, just try to read what it tells you to do, and usually if you look around or something, they always kind of put it on the map where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to do, or they tell you what you gotta do and you just gotta look for what they're telling you to do. So like for me, it says destroy technicians, right? And it doesn't necessarily show where they are, but what it does show is it shows this on the map right here, which is I also have to do. So when I come to these, I find the technicians. But like I said before, when the mission, Brainiac ship, when you first make your character, most of the time it'll be like that. You know, if you're somewhere, it'll show you a lecture sign and be like, oh yeah, okay, so you know that's what you have to destroy. But I think that's about it for leveling up. That's your tips and tricks. Only tips and tricks I have for you, at least for now. And if I have any more, I'll get them to you. So I hope you guys enjoy the video or the videos, and I'll see you guys again soon.